Albany Tech victorious. Andrew College winning today too. Will South Georgia Tech join and become the third Georgia team to win it? As it is brought to the glass by Sakano and then tipped out of bounds. Taking a look at your starting lineup for South Georgia Tech. Steffi Salumu, Marlia Ignachenko, Jemiah Gregory, Enola Papin, and Mio Sakano. All on the floor to begin with for South Georgia Tech. Papin throwing it back onto the floor and is picked up by Sakano off the glass for two. Cape Fear's got Neve Farmer, Jada Cameron, Janelle Sindab, Jakia Brunson, and Armani Robinson all on the floor. Last game of the day, the Pete Arrington Thanksgiving Classic. With Brunson at the line shooting, the sophomore guard for Cape Fear. Jason Carpenter in his second year as the head coach of South Georgia Tech. We're knotted up after a pair of Brunson free throws. Sakano bringing it down the floor. Fed into the corner to Papin. Three ball off the mark. Ignachenko coming out with the board. Eventually it is into the hands of Robinson. Out of bounds. Last touch to Jet. So it will be Sea Devil basketball. Game just underway. Originally 3 games today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Now 3 games today and tomorrow, 2 on Sunday. And I gotta admit, with USC Salkehatchie, only 6 players today and 2 injuries. Will they have enough to start a game tomorrow? Sakano with a miss from the corner. Trying to come down with the rebound. Instead, it's Robinson with it. Banks it off the window, and Cape Fear has got their first lead. Out of the corner comes Salumu. And she will battle and drop it in for 2. Knotted up at 4 each. Gregory over to Sakano. Fan down low, trying to take it to the glass is Ignachenko. Foul on Farmer. And that has got Ignachenko at the stripe. And yeah, I got a feeling there's a really good possibility. I am mispronouncing the last name. Ignachenko. And I think they've got like a little nickname, a short nickname that I may borrow before the season is over. 3-pointer short for Farmer. Blocked by Ignachenko. from the corner. Cameron with a miss. Put back no good. And you got a jump ball in the battle for the rebound. Put in play from the baseline by Farmer. 3 dropped in. Lead back over to Cape Fear. Into the ball game is Cheyenne Preston. Preston with it in the corner, able to get rid of it out front to Sakano. Back into the corner to Preston. Wide open is Papin for 3. Short on the shot. Put back try by Gregory. And there is an offensive. So Cape Fear with the basketball. Handed to Cameron. Sends it into the corner. Robinson with a miss. Rebounded by Gregory. Floats it down the floor to Sakano. Short on the 2 try. Battle for the loose ball. It will go out of bounds off somebody wearing black. The ladies in red and white will have possession. Couple of new Jets trotting onto the floor. Dwelly Silva coming into the game. Also Hayda Toro. That is Silva off the glass. And she'll knot us up at 7. Rebound by Preston. Sakano off the glass. Put back. It drops in for Silva. Ball retrieved by Robinson. Back turn, Preston defending, got the lay in. Fed into the corner. Toro from just outside of the lane. Fed into the corner to Robinson. And Preston committing the foul. And that's got us to the media timeout. 4:42 to play. Quarter number 1. Home team by 2. Welcome to the hangar, Americus Georgia, on the campus of South Georgia Tech. 4:42 to play in the first. Pete Arrington Thanksgiving Classic. Pete Arrington was a big-time contributor and backer of South Georgia Tech sports and basketball in particular. Succumbed to cancer about 3 or 4 years ago. The family predominantly now in the Nashville area, but they will be in tomorrow. Robinson hitting the first of 2. Got the second one as well. $11 apiece. Well, if the early going in this game is any indication as to what this one is going to be like, you might want to buckle up. Should be a good one as that one is thrown out of bounds by Gregory. $11 apiece. A lead that has flip-flopped back and forth, but has been ever so slight either way. Into the paint to Farmer, and then fed underneath to Malia Jackson, who is now in, missed the bunny. Kayla Carter into the game for the Jets. That is Toro giving it out front. Also into the game is Maria Favero. Near the elbow, rattled in by Toro. From the top of the key, a little bit short on the Brunson 3 try, rebounded by Pfeiffer. That is Demaya Pfeiffer, the freshman point guard who was checked into the game. Back in is Ignachenko. Who is a 6'4", I believe Brazilian, if I'm remembering correctly in the conversation with Coach Carpenter. Just out of her reach. I know it's Ukraine. That's where it was. Now that I recall the conversation with Coach. Foul committed by Papin. Brunson with a miss on the first of 2. And an opportunity to tie. Now an opportunity to cut the lead in half. Goes 0 for 2. Tipped away from Gregory, but off the quads of Gregory. Coming out of the ball game is Carter and Toro. Sakano back into the game. And also it is Salumu who has come back in. Tipped out of bounds by Salumu. Maggie Hawley in for Cape Fear. Will put the ball in play with the give to Farmer. Bumped away. That was Ignachenko. Sakano. Solomon with a handoff to Papin. Out front, Sakano goes over to Gregory. And Gregory walked. Still a 2-point ball game, 2:05 to play in the first. Off the rim with a jumper from Farmer. It is rebounded by Salumu. Sakana going to the other end of the floor, into the paint. Drew the foul, and she will try to draw a couple of free throws. As we get inside, a minute 47 to play in the opening quarter. Chilly night here in Georgia, or at least by Georgia standards. Probably by Cape Fear standards, or maybe Ukraine standards, it's quite pleasant, but by Georgia standards, it's a bit on the cool side. Sakano gets both. Hawley feeding it over to Pfeiffer. Ignachenko coming up with it, hands it over to Sakano. Trying to zip it over to Papin, but it is tipped out of bounds by Brunson. Gregory puts it in play. Nice pass underneath. Salumu off the window for an easy two. And the 6-point lead is the largest of the game thus far. To the other side of the paint, taken away by Salumu. She'll get tripped up on the way down. Ball left behind. Picked up by Pfeiffer. And after the defense goes by, Malia Jackson able to drop in the two. Fanda Sakano out front to Papin. Salumu right side, bringing it down low, banks it off the glass. Between defenders goes Cameron. And she will draw the foul of Ignachenko. That'll be the first on Ignachenko. And it has got Cameron shooting, the freshman. Six-point South Georgia Tech lead. Trimmed by one. And don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Should be a subscribe button nearby. All kinds of benefits. Get access to interviews, like the conversation with Jason Carpenter. Shows like JUCO Rush. And you know how it works. Allows you to alert when the link goes live instead of having to sit and wait on a link. And more. Lots of benefits. From the corner. Two-pointer drops in for Pfeiffer. And the quarter comes to an end a little closer than anticipated. 3-point Jets lead after 10 minutes of basketball. 1 quarter in, a 3-point advantage for the home team as we get second quarter action underway. A reminder that at the half, it's the JUCO Rush, which is about a 30-minute show squeezed into a 15-minute time slot. So you can watch it in its entirety on YouTube. Cameron makes it a 1-point game. Sakano into the corner to Papin. Back to Papin. Toro. Pass and catch. Papin. There's a 3 for Papin. Too strong with a pass down low. That was Sindab trying to get it down low. But you talk about a basketball program, by the way, at South Georgia Tech that has just put athletes at the next level. I mean, as we speak, off the top of my head, Alexia DeZico is at the University of Florida. Fanta Gazama is at New Mexico State. Vera Guniden at Gonzaga. And on the list goes. And I got a good feeling a lot of the players seen on the floor tonight, you will see at four-year institutions of basketball notoriety in years to come. Papin expanding that lead again to 6. Off the rim, rebounded by Silva. Papins have the last 5 for South Georgia Tech. That's Preston missing on the 3. Able to track down the rebound was Jackson. Air ball in the offensive. That is going to be charged to Sindab. And South Georgia Tech with the basketball. Ignachenko back into the ball game for South Georgia Tech. And Toro has gone to the sidelines. Into the corner to Papin. Short on the 3 try. Saluma battling to get it back. It is taken away from Saluma by Robinson. And now Robinson, the offensive, ran over Favero. So it is South Georgia Tech basketball. Brought in from the baseline. In play to Saluma, and Saluma with a left hand. Out of the corner, Sindab taking it baseline. Rebounded by Monica Surratt. Back out front to Papin and given to Favero. Saluma, Papin, Gregory, Favero in the corner. Fan down low, trying to get it to Ignachenko. It'll go out of bounds and did get the fingertips of a Sea Devil, though. So the Jets able to maintain possession with 5 on the shot clock. Better put it up quick. Favero. Did they get rim? And apparently they did, and that reset the clock and gave an opportunity for the follow-up. Cameron with it out front. Favero defending. Sent over to Farmer. Farmer with the 3-ball off the rim. Favero with the board. Fires down the floor to Papin. Gregory into the paint. There's contact, and there's another offensive. Heck, there might be as many offensive as defensive fouls in this one. As we've got a timeout on the floor at the 5:58 mark. Half number 1. Jets have jumped out to the double-digit lead. Friday after Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great one. Good to have you here tonight. Whether you are here physically or what would be the terminology for cyberly? I know that's not the word. There's a word. By proxy? That's not it either. But if you're watching on the other end of the broadcast, great to have you in. 10-point South Georgia Tech lead. Handed over to Farmer. Farmer bringing it down low into the game. Carter. Missed shot by Cameron. Got it back. Tried again. Toro with the board. Over to Salumu. Carter's shot blocked by Robinson. Cameron trying to kind of sneak her way to the fair part of the floor, but was seated when she caught the ball off the rim and was seated partially out of bounds. 5-second violation on Carter. Farmer down the floor, giving over to Robinson. There's contact in the paint. And Sakano is going to pick up the foul. Robinson getting the first of 2. That halftime feature, by the way, 14 and a half minutes in a 15-minute half. So we'll likely go straight to the show. JUCO Rush talking about junior college football, specifically the announcement that happened over the weekend of the Final Four, the 4 teams that are still in the hunt for a national championship, and it includes a Georgia team. Preston picking up the dribble, looking for a little help, and then double dribble. And I think she's coming out of the game. Gregory is going in. Given to Farmer. Favero defending. Farmer down low off the glass, and there is a foul. Favero committing the foul. Papin back into the game as Favero goes to the sidelines. Farmer missing the first of two. Gregory over to Sicano. She'll put up the three ball off the rim. Carter had it, lost it. It is Robinson who's got it. Feeds over to Farmer, and Farmer off the glass. And a 10-point lead has been sliced in half. Sicano into the corner to Papin. Off on the three, Robinson with it. Goes to Farmer. Little Euro trying to get the two. Robinson with a miss. Kelly Holmgren, by the way, has checked into the game for Cape Fear. Sicano the miss. Numbers on this end of the floor. And it is Robinson for two. Over to Papin. And that'll go out off Robinson. Little balancing act there on the sideline. It will, however, ricochet off of Robinson. Toro back into the game. Ignachenko back in two. Carter to Sicano. Shot clock dwindling. Farmer tracking down the ball in the corner. And that will be an offensive charge to Cameron. Ran over Toro. South Georgia Tech putting it in play from the near sidelines. Gives it to Sicano. Nearly taken away, but Toro able to hang on to it. Back to Sicano. Salumu to Toro. Toro for three. Ignachenko coming up with a board. Another opportunity, and Sicano makes good on it. Rebounded by Carter. Taken away and laid in by Robinson. Carter trying to atone, commits the foul. So Robinson to the stripe with a couple of minutes to play in the half. Handed off to Sicano, given to Gregory. Nearly taken away from Gregory. And it is. Farmer's got it. Robinson to the timeline, double teamed, able to give it up to Farmer. from the corner. Cameron with a miss. Multiple opportunities. The bucket will not count. It is an offensive. So the Jets to put it in play from the opposite end of the floor. Into the corner to Sakano. Back it goes to Salumu. Gregory to Toro. Ignachenko trying to bring it to the glass and is swatted away by Brunson. 65 seconds left in the half. Given a Sakano, and there is a foul. As Salumu is hit from the backside by Robinson. And that is a couple of fouls on Robinson. Salumu to shoot. One of two goes Salumu. Defensive pressure trying to create the turnover. Got a jump ball. And it'll be Cape Fear ball. Put in play by Brunson. Gets it to Farmer. Tipped away, taken away, then thrown away. Farmer to the other end of the floor. Laid up, played in, the lead cut in half. Out front to Sakano. Toro down low, trying to get out of the double team. Went out of bounds, last touched Holmgren. So the Jets will have possession with 13 on the shot clock. Given to Sakano. Gregory looking down low. Salumu with it. Puts it up from near the elbow. Just a little bit strong. Got a new clock. Ignachenko misfiring on the three. Gregory has it taken away by Cameron. And that'll be it for 2 quarters of basketball. Jets, who at one point led by 10, at the half, lead by 2. We're at the hangar in Americus. Wearing his halftime. Well, I promised you that edited version of the JUCO Rush. All about junior college football. It's coming up next.
And welcome into the JUCO Rush. I'm Mike Fraser from downtown Chicago. He's Robert Williamson, Florella, Alabama. Robert, good evening.
Good evening, Mike. How is it in Chicago?
It's good, man. The NJCAA football poll, the playoff poll came out today, and man, It is now set. Well, we knew who the 4 teams were, Robert. It was just a matter of who was going to sit in the 2 slot, who was going to sit in the 3 slot.
Do you want to see those polls?
Let's
are
see.
you really interested in what happened? Who's 1 through 4, who's 1 through 15?
Been waiting to get to this moment since August.
All right, let's do it then. There you go.
Georgia Military moves up to the 2 slot. Hutch moves to 3. Robert, that's a huge difference just from a weather pattern standpoint. Think about it. If you're Hutch, you're playing that game in December. It's on a good day, if you catch the weather right, it's 30 degrees with the wind out of the north at 15. Now you go down to Milledgeville, Georgia. It's going to be 65 degrees and partly cloudy.
It is definitely going to be different. Hey, can I do a little bit of this? Did you notice that those 4 teams were all 1-loss teams? No 2-loss teams. Did you notice that every one of those 4 teams had at least a loss? Did you happen to notice that?
You called it.
It does reinforce, it validates that blind chipmunk and an acorn theory. It does kind of validate that.
Yeah, but one thing, hey, listen, luck is the residue of hard work. So there you go. I'm going to pat you on the back even more.
Well,
all right.
I asked for
one and only time. The one and only time. Hey, you were right. No, you called it. I said a 2-loss team when the season started would get in. It didn't happen. Came close, but it didn't happen. They got it in. Your thoughts? You surprised that the committee moved Georgia Military to 2 after they were 3 last week?
I thought it was the right thing to do. Now, you might recall last week I said, let me kind of hold back on the vitriol until we get to this poll, because I knew there were some different dynamics where this poll was concerned as compared to the prior, 11 or so. So I think it was right. I think the pollsters got it right. And I will say, even if Georgia Military had not been the number 2 team, this is an imperfect science, but I think they have done and tried to do as well as they possibly can, come up with a method by which to rank these teams in a fair and orderly process. And that would have been whether Georgia Military was 2 or not, but I think they deserve that spot.
The committee is never going to please all the people all the time. I thought they did an outstanding job. They really avoided the big locomotive a few weeks ago of multiple 2-loss teams. And who do you put in a Navarro or an East Central if there was a 2-loss team? But you'll see on my poll, if I was a voter, I would have slotted Hutch at number 2. And matter of fact, there they are. And again, no disrespect to Georgia Military, none to Rob Manchester. I just think Hutch, for me, based on the eye test and strength of schedule, I think they get my vote as the number 2 team, Georgia Military 3, Northwest 4. Note this, Robert, on Northwest, how big was that Hail Mary against Holmes? How does that stand now? Northwest wins that game on a Hail Mary 50-yard touchdown pass. Remember, they lost their first game out of the year to an unranked Pearl River team who was never ranked in the top 20 or the top 15 in the NJCAA or the JUCO Rush poll. Robert, that turned out to be a huge play that propelled Northwest into the postseason.
Behind every successful team and season, there is a little bit of good luck. There was a bit of good luck against Holmes on that particular night. And yeah, that Hail Mary turns into a Northwest win. Heck, they're not a number 4 team. They're not in if that Hail Mary is not complete. It was, and they are.
And you're right. And they get in there. So the 4 teams are set. I would put a Hutch number 2. You've got them at number 3. The committee voted as a group that Hutch is the number 3 team, and they'll have to go on the road to take on Rob Manchester and the Bulldogs. And that game is an afternoon. It's a matinee affair on December the 8th. Iowa Western on December 7th will entertain Northwest. And, man, again, Council Bluffs in December, going to be cold. But look, East Mississippi went in there last year and beat Hutchinson in a cold weather game. So I think I don't think that's going to affect Benji. And look, they've got a beast back there in the running game. I mean, a Demarion Petit, this guy is just tough as nails. So I don't think the weather plays a factor. I mean, of course, if there's a snowstorm or some sort, but the temperature is not going to stop Northwest. This is a tough football team. And it's Scott Strohmeyer, I'll tell you, Iowa Western has their work cut out for him in this matchup. And interesting, you look at Iowa Western at number 1, they're at home. They play the toughest schedule in the league, in my opinion, and their reward is the champ out of Mississippi, Northwest.
Yeah, and my top 6 almost identical to yours, with the exception, as you mentioned, Georgia Military. I've got 2, Hutch 3. This is starting to concern me a little bit, though, over the course of time now, 10 or 11 weeks of this show. Are you and I starting to think alike? That scares me a little bit, and it should scare the heck out of you.
Yeah, I know. It's stunning that we agree on something, but you look at we don't agree on the 2 and 3 slot, but most other things we do. And you watch this long enough, a lot of things just happen to fall into place. I'll tell you what fell into place is my players of the week. How about the SWJCFC, the conference championship game? Congratulations to Navarro. They win that football game 31-28. What a game. 14-13 at the half. Then Navarro opens up a lead. Tanner Jacobson and the Apaches run a fake punt that goes for a touchdown. They're right back in it. It finishes 31-28. And Navarro, their 6th SWJCFC conference championship as they get it done. And my first, I'm staying in with 2 guys from Navarro. First, I'm going with my man Clay, the running back, 23 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown. Also caught a couple of passes. He was instrumental in the Bulldogs' victory over the Apaches. And then I'm going with Tim Burns, 10 catches, 165 yards, and a touchdown. He was the go-to guy for quarterback Mason Shorb. He sat down with the JUCO Rush. And now joining us, Tim Burns, wide receiver for the Navarro Bulldogs, SWJCFC champs. Tim, I know that's got to sound good.
That sounds amazing.
This is the 6th title for Navarro in the 29-year history since going to this conference title and playing football and getting it done. That game was close, 31-28, but 14-13 at the break. Then you extend the lead. Then Tyler runs that fake punt. Man, a lot of drama. What was racing through the mind of you and the players on the sidelines when all of a sudden it became a real tight game fourth quarter?
We had a level head. Like, we understood that we came out slow and made the game harder than what it was. So going into halftime, we just came together as one and just spoke. Like we just kept everybody head up, let everybody know like we still good. We still in this fight. The ball game's not over. We got 30 more minutes of football to play. Like, anything can happen at this point. We just gotta go back out there coming out to halftime and ball out.
Tim, you had a different quarterback at the start of the year, and then Mason Shorb comes in during, I think it was the blend game. Obviously, you and he clicked, but from your perspective, did it really matter who was at the helm?
Honestly, it did. I told both quarterbacks coming into the season, if y'all need help, I'm here to help. Whatever I can do, just make sure, give me the ball. I'm gonna help change the game, no matter how I need to do it.
You are from Miami, Florida. You're playing football in Corsicana. There's a little difference between Miami, Florida, and Corsicana, Texas. So how did you adjust to the different culture, and how has it affected you as a football player?
As far as adjusting to the culture, I just surrounded myself around people who either was from Texas or was from here, and they helped me, get along with it and see the different things to do out here, rather than me being from Miami. Well, there's a lot of things to do. And as far as adjusting, I did great with it, honestly.
Tim, as we talk with Tim Burns here on the JUCO Rush, Tim, your strength as a wide receiver, what's your best asset? Hands, speed, what is it?
I say speed. Speed kills. Get in and out of your breaks, in and out of your routes. Speed kills.
Who recruited you to Navarro?
Coach J.
And how did that process lead to you signing with the Bulldogs?
It was a long process, honestly, and they just stuck with it. They stuck with me, and I thank them so much for that. And they brought me in, and it's crazy because last year they brought me in as a DB, and I transitioned this year as a receiver. And Coach Patrick Hall, he developed me and helped me become what I am today.
The SWJCFC is well respected. How tough was it playing in that league? How did JUCO football mature you as a football player?
The conference itself was definitely tough. That's what I can say. Like, each game was not an easy game. Like, it wasn't I'm gonna come in and make sure we're gonna come in and just manhandle this team. Like, each game was definitely a fight, and it was just the best team that won.
You know, you look at the future for you. You guys are going to probably go to a bowl game.
Yes, sir.
Just your thoughts on that.
That's a blessing for all of us. That's more game, more things, more film, more team, more time to play with each other. Man, Coach Patrick makes practice hard for us. So no matter if it's a bowl game, a conference championship, a regular game, like each and every week was practice. Make sure we come to practice. We start practice, the receiver corps start practice 30 minutes earlier. And we started 30 minutes earlier just to make sure we warmed up, we ready to go, everybody awaken, and we just, all as one as a unit.
You know, you went up against Will Cornelson and Darian White last week.
Yes, sir.
In that secondary. What was that experience like playing against those two talented guys?
They're very talented. That's what I can't give them. Those are some very talented guys. But us as a receiver corps, we just knew, like, coming into the game, no matter what, nobody can play with us. Honestly, that was our mindset throughout the whole year. We never seen a defense that could cover all of our guards, and we just knew, like, coming into this game, somebody, no matter who it was going to be able to have the opportunity and just shine.
What's next for you as we wrap up our conversation? After the bowl game, where are you headed next?
As of now, I won't display that now because I'm still weighing options. But I definitely have something to say soon.
Tim, it was great watching you play this year. Congratulations on the title. Stay healthy in the bowl game.
Yes, sir.
And we wish you nothing but the best, young man.
Thank you.
All right, for Robert Williamson, I'm Mike Fraser. This has been the JUCO Rush. Thanks to our special guest, Tim Burns of Navarro, the wide receiver, and also the chair of the selection committee, Jake Ripple. We'll see you next week, everybody. So long.
Second half action gets underway. What a first half of action. And we kind of had an idea early that it was going to be an excellent first half. And it wound up being a 2-point difference. Sulumu, Papin, Sakano, Ignachenko, and Gregory on the floor for South Georgia Tech to begin half number 2 as we are knotted up at 32 after the steal and score. And for Cape Fear, looks like they've got the same 5 as well that started the ball game, starting the second half. In Farmer, Cameron, Sindam, Robinson, and Brunson. Jump ball, possession arrow favoring Cape Fear. Trying to take their first second half lead. Into the corner to Cameron. Bringing it baseline. Sakano reaches in and she creates the jump ball. And it'll be South Georgia Tech basketball. And an opportunity to take a lead for the Jets. Gregory's got it out front. Well, there has been a bucket in the second half. And that bucket, knotted it up. That happened about a minute ago. And that has been the only second half scoring, but obviously it was significant. Sakano picking up the foul. Sindam to the strike. Maria Favero coming into the ball game. Sakano to the sidelines for the Jets. And Sindam breaking apart the 32-all game. Goes 1 of 2. But the rebound belongs to the team wearing black. Tipped away by Salumu. Over to the other side of the lane and then dropped in by Robinson. Another steal. Multiple turnovers, resulting in multiple baskets and prompting a South Georgia Tech timeout. 7 second half points, and they all belong to Cape Fear. And Jason Carpenter saying, let's call a timeout and talk. Yep, a lot more energy than I've got. I'll just sit here and run camera and run mouth and watch the other energetic ones. 37-32 Cape Fear. Second half has not started as Jason Carpenter had hoped. He wanted some separation created, but he was wanting it to go the other way. Favero running the point with Sakano on the sidelines. And you got a turnover again. Farmer with it. Off the glass for Sindam. And all second half scoring has belonged to Cape Fear. No Over to Favero. Out front, Gregory. Puts it up from outside of the paint. Short with the shot. Farmer's got the rebound. Swatted away. Papin with a board. Over it goes to Gregory. Also into the game for South Georgia Tech is Silva. Gregory shooting. 39-34 ball game. Trying to cap off a three-point play opportunity. And trim that lead down to 4. Missed shot, rebounded by Brunson. Sintab for 3, an air ball. And it'll be South Georgia Tech basketball. Here comes Toro into the game. Gregory will exit for the Jets. Sicano is back in. Toro to Sicano, puts up the 3. Splashes it in. Farmer bringing it down low, banks it off the glass. Sicano to Toro at the baseline. Papin in the corner. Off the rim. Rebounded by Favero. Silva into the corner. Back and goes to Papin. Silva on the floor. Leans in from the stripe. Got the favorable bounce. Stolen away by Favero. Looking for a little help, finds it in the form of Toro. Shoots from the stripe. Too strong. And you got a jump ball between Farmer and Toro. And Silva coming out of the game and running to the locker room. Meanwhile, Carter and Preston will come in. There's too many Sea Devils and not enough Jets on that end of the floor. Sicano to Carter. Back over goes to Sicano. Papin in the corner. And there's bodies flying everywhere. Toro on the floor. Carter on the floor. Ignachenko back into the ball game for the Jets. That is rejected by Ignachenko. Papin to the other end of the floor, missed the shot. And there was a foul. Reaching around to commit the personal was Brunson. Swatting the hand of Ignachenko, who will shoot 2 as a result. Hits both. Turns it into a 2-point game. That is Demaya Pfeiffer, who is checked into the game for the Sea Devils. Also coming in is Malia Jackson. Both saw first half minutes. Speaking of first half minutes, as the three is drained by Farmer. Robinson, the top scorer in the first half for Cape Fear with 13. Top rebounder was Cameron with 7. The assist leader, Farmer, with 2. And Robinson had 4 block shots. Meanwhile, in the first half for the Jets, top scorer was Salumu with 11, as Papin gets her second 3. Top rebounder, Ignachenko, who had a total of 8. Gets the block there. Comes up with a loose ball and hands it over to Carter. Carter with a miss. Stolen away by Sakano. Missed the shot, drew the foul. Assist leader in the first half was Gregory for the Jets with 2. Points off turnovers, 12 for Cape Fear, 6 for the Jets from their bench. Jets 8, Sea Devils 4 in the first half. And the largest first half lead was 10. 28-18 Jets. Lead changed hands 4 times and the game was tied 5 times in the first half. Sakana 1 of 2. Over to Sindab, and Sindab will drop it in. Papin for 3. Air ball. Brunson grabbing it, firing it out front. Papin steals it. That is Carter for 3. And Saluma coming up with a loose board. Sakana the miss. And you got a timeout, Jets, and possession Jets. 2:20 to play. Quarter number 3. Cape Fear with a 3-point lead. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Krabs got it. Long throw over, and he got it. There's the president of South Georgia Tech, Dr. John Wadford, and his wife, watching from that familiar spot. Typically, if somebody's seated there, it is he. Very supportive of the athletics here at South Georgia Tech. Far more games that you see him sitting in the stands than he isn't. Toro into the game. That is Gregory, and Gregory for 2. It's a 1-point contest. Excellent ball movement, finished off by Pfeiffer. Top side to Gregory, and Gregory walks. 1:43 to play in the third. Cape Fear and South Georgia Tech. Cape Fear, I believe, a Division II team. That'll go out of bounds, and apparently Sakano got a piece of it. Into the game, Kelly Holmgren for the Sea Devils has it out front, gives over to Farmer. And Farmer will put up the long two, too long. Pfeiffer with the rebound. Back over to Holmgren. Fires the three. Gregory gets underneath it. Short on the turnaround. Farmer kicks it out to Robinson. Left the ball behind. Carter's got it. And Sakano missing the shot, but drawing the foul. Favero getting ready to come into the ball game after the Sakano free throws. Papin will come in, and Gregory will go out. Sakano narrowing the lead to 1. Favero coming in and Sakano out. Sindab to put it in play. Less than a minute to go in the third. Over to Sindab, down the floor, Holmgren. Just knowing where your teammate is. Through the pass without looking, knowing that Robinson was going to be there. Favero stolen away, Robinson. There is contact, and it will be a blocking foul. Non-shooting brought in from the baseline by Farmer. And for the first time today, we've got that little gym mop, the squeegee, on the floor to take care of a little perspiration. Boy, this is a cold night for sweating. And now a foul called on Toro. Apparently got a hand on Pfeiffer, trying to keep her from making her way from one side of the floor to the other. Thrown out front. Robinson goes to get it. Into the corner to Holmgren. Well, there's firing a pass where you thought your teammate would be and she wasn't. But Holmgren got it back. Misfires down low. Toro with it. Favero could not get the putback. And we will go into the fourth stanza in a 3-point game. Oh, she's okay, though. That's good. Mama saying, I told you. Little children scare the living daylights out of you. But she's okay. Took a little tumble, but got her feelings hurt, I think. But she's recovering. She's recuperating. Ten minutes to go in this one. As we get fourth quarter action underway. Favero to the line. 3-point ball game, 9:52 left to play. Sintam with a launch to Pfeiffer. Over to Farmer. Holmgren, airball on the 3. Retrieved by Carter. And in a bit of a mess, but able to get out of it, Saluma. And it goes to Sakano. Sakano left open for the 3. It's a South Georgia Tech lead. Fed over to Holmgren, shoots the 3. Saluma with it. Taken away by Robinson. Over into the corner to Holmgren. Back it goes to Sintab. And then back to Sintab. Missed the bunny, tipped out of bounds. And it'll be South Georgia Tech basketball. Hey, don't forget the goal for the weekend. We want 5,400 subscribers, meaning we need about, I would say about 35-ish more. 35 or 40 more. So if you're watching and haven't subscribed, please do. It gives you access to not just games, interviews, shows, alert you when a link goes live, and more. And you'll be our new best friend. I know that must mean a lot to you, right? Put in play by Sindav in a 1-point game. High off the glass, Saluma with it. Sakano giving it to Toro. Back it goes to Sakano. Papin directing traffic. Wide open is Toro. Misfires on the 3. Gregory over to Sakano. And another opportunity this possession. Couple of misses by Toro. Sintam giving it to Farmer. And there was a foul going to be called on Toro. Put in play from the baseline. Pfeiffer out front with it. That is Cameron for three. Back into the ballgame is Silva. Silva came out of the ballgame. That's probably been about a quarter or so ago. And went back to the locker room. Finally came out of the locker room and to the bench and had been on the bench since. But back in now, Favero coming into the game after the double dribble. Favero to put it in play to Sicano. Carter to Gregory. Silva with it. Down low, Sicano. Got the look, couldn't get it to fall. Favero with the rebound. Trying to get rid of it before a walk. It's picked up by Pfeiffer. Cameron drops it in to expand the lead to 4. Gregory's got it out front. Trying to bank it. Farmer with a rebound. Cameron shoots it down low. Sindab got the bucket. Silva commits the foul. Sulumu checking into the game. Ignachenko in. Silva out. And Gregory out. Sindab shooting with a little better than half of the quarter to go. And reminder too, if you want to watch any of these games, anything we've got on the website, $25 a year gets you access to any and everything we have broadcast, whether it's South Georgia Tech, Georgia Military, Coastal Alabama North, Coastal Alabama South, Bishop State, LBW, Sneed State, you name it. Whether it's Babe Ruth, Cal Ripken, anything on the site, $25 for a year and unlimited download. Sicano trying to slice into this 5-point lead with 5 to go. Hands it over to Sulumu. Favero into the paint. Sicano couldn't get it. Ignachenko got into a jump ball with Robinson. Gregory coming in. But she will be in after the media timeout. It's the last one of the day at the 4:43 mark in quarter number 4. Got a feeling there's more than one Georgia Bulldog fan in the house tonight. And I know there is more than one South Georgia Tech fan in the house tonight. Five-point Cape Fear lead. Pfeiffer puts it in play. Farmer, the recipient. Sindab got behind that defense. 7-point lead, 4 to go. Ignachkino with it. Fires it to Gregory, over to Salumu. Favero to Gregory. Saluma has to shoot. And misses iron. That'll be a shot clock violation. Sindab, Ignachkino committing the foul. She will come out of the game. Silva in, Papin in, and Carter out. And Sindab shooting. One of two goes Sindab. Sent over to Gregory. Sakano for three. It is an air ball, got Robinson before going out of bounds. So it will stay in Jet hands. Yeah, there's still plenty of time left, but this is a big possession. Jets need a psychological lift. Down by 8. And instead, turned over. Sindab's got it. Pfeiffer gives it to Falmer. That is Sindab with a miss on the three, rebounded by Gregory. Pfeiffer with the reach, Gregory getting it back. Got the look, couldn't get it to drop. Got it back. And that was Saluma that follows up with a 2. It is a 6-point game. Silva winds up on the hardwood. Sindab able to bank it off the glass. Off Cameron and out of bounds. Silva coming out. Carter in. Toro has come in, and Gregory coming out of the ball game. Another big possession, maybe even bigger as the clock continues to run down. Sakano gets fouled. Sindab did it. And Sakano trying to trim this to a 6-point lead. A 2-possession game, 2:07 to play. Cameron with a miss. The follow-up, though, is there for Farmer. And the Jets desperately need a scoring possession followed by a scoreless Cape Fear possession. Off the glass for Carter. Jets need a stop here. Into the corner. Off the rim with the 3, retrieved by Salumu. 3 from Carter's an air ball. Open on the other end of the floor, Piper, and she's got the easy 2. Back to an 8-point 3-possession game. Sakano hitting the 3. Sakano getting the steal on the inbounds. Big possession, trying to cut it to 1. As in 1 possession. Short by Saluma. Papin putting up the 3. Got it! It's a 2-point game. Jets right back into it. It didn't look good. It looks a heck of a lot better now. Wow, on a turnaround, down by 2. And the Jets have given themselves a chance. In a 2-point ball game with a half-minute to go. Sea Devils put it in play from the baseline on the opposite end of the floor. In play to Farmer. And it is ripped away and then taken away by the Jets. Got a jump ball. And the possession arrow keeps it on this end of the floor. Sakano in play. Carter hands it to Papin. Down low, Sakano. Stolen away. And then the Sakano foul. That is still non-shooting, though. Got a jump ball. That'll be a possession arrow that favors Cape Fear. And it'll be brought in again from right here. And a foul by Sakano. With Cameron going to the line. She will shoot 2. You make both, and it might be out of reach. You miss one, and you give the Jets a chance. Makes the first. Big free throw here for Cameron. Missed it. Jets have got a chance. Papin off on the 3 try. And that is your ball game. Well, this one has gone final. What a contest. Jets fought. Looked like they had given themselves a chance late, but just could not get it over the finish line with a win. And Cape Fear will win at 70-67. Georgia fared pretty well today, but the last game, 3 points shy. Cape Fear Sea Devils knocking off the Jets. Tomorrow your basketball starts again, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We will see you then. Thanks so much for watching. For all the folks with South Georgia Tech and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.